October 2024. A statement appears in North Korean state media. It threatens military retaliation. It warns of disaster. It sounds exactly like something Kim Jong-un would say. Except he didn't say it, his sister did. North Korea has only had 3 rulers: Kim Il-sung, Kim Jong-il, Kim Jong-un. Power has always moved through one family, one bloodline. For decades, the next ruler always seemed obvious: a son, a grandson, another son. Then a woman appeared, a woman most people had never heard of: Kim Yo-jong. Today she advises the leader, represents the regime abroad, issues threats in her own name. The question is simple: was she always meant for this role? Or is North Korea quietly preparing its first female ruler? The story starts far from North Korea, far from missiles, far from military parades. Mid-1990s, Disneyland Paris. 2 children stand in front of Sleeping Beauty Castle. Like thousands of other tourists, they stare up at the towers and take photographs. Nothing seems unusual. The boy likes basketball. The girl is quiet. They travel through Europe. They go skiing. They attend school near Bern, Switzerland. For a few years, they live a life that feels surprisingly normal. There is just one detail nobody around them knows: the passports are fake. The children are not diplomats' kids. They are members of North Korea's ruling family. The boy is Kim Jong-un. The girl is Kim Yo-jong. Their classmates have no idea who they really are. The woman taking care of them is not their mother. She is their aunt, assigned by the regime to watch over them. Years later, she defected to the United States. Then one day, the siblings disappear. No farewell, no explanation. They return home. When Kim Jong-il died in December 2011, attention focused entirely on his son. Kim Jong-un was the successor. Everyone knew that, but hidden in the funeral procession was a young woman. She wore black. She stood close to the new leader. She kept her head down. Most viewers ignored her. Intelligence agencies did not. At the time, almost nothing was publicly known about Kim Yo-jong. No official biography, no confirmed photographs, almost no public appearances. Then she started showing up everywhere. Military visits, party meetings, factory tours, state ceremonies. At first, she looked like an assistant. Then something changed. She stopped carrying papers. She started giving instructions. By 2014, Kim Jong-un disappeared from public view for nearly 6 weeks. Health problems, most analysts believed. During that period, Kim Yo-jong's influence appeared to grow rapidly. A year later, she entered North Korea's propaganda and agitation department. That sounds boring. It isn't. The department controls everything: television, newspapers, public messaging, the image of the regime itself. In North Korea, controlling information means controlling reality. Soon, observers noticed a pattern. Kim Jong-un's public image was changing. The awkward young dictator was being transformed into a confident statesman. Someone was managing that transformation. Most analysts believe it was her. Then came February 2018. The Winter Olympics in South Korea. Kim Yo-jong crossed the border, the first member of the Kim family to set foot in South Korea since the Korean War ended in 1953. She smiled, shook hands, met leaders, sat near Vice President Mike Pence, had lunch with South Korean President Moon Jae-in. For 3 days, international headlines focused on her. Not missiles, not sanctions. Her. Some journalists called it a diplomatic breakthrough. Others called it a propaganda victory. Both were correct. Months later, Kim Jong-un stood face-to-face with Moon Jae-in at the border. The 2 leaders held hands and stepped across together. Then Singapore. June 2018. Kim Jong-un met Donald Trump, the first sitting leaders of both countries ever to meet directly. Kim Yo-jong was in the room, watching, listening, standing beside senior officials. Her position in that room revealed something important. She was no longer simply family. She was the inner circle. Then the mood changed. The talks stalled, the diplomacy faded, and Kim Yo-jong changed with it. In June 2020, North Korea destroyed the Inter-Korean Liaison Office in Kaesong, a building that had physically symbolized cooperation between the 2 countries. It exploded on live television. Kim Yo-jong had publicly demanded it. The smiling diplomat from the Olympics was gone. Year after year, her statements grew more aggressive, more direct, more personal. She insulted foreign leaders, threatened military responses, defended missile tests. And something strange happened alongside all of this. Kim Jong-un began appearing calmer, more measured, more like a statesman, while his sister delivered the threats, almost as if they had divided the roles deliberately. One ruler, one enforcer. The deeper story is not really about Kim Yo-jong alone. It is about what she built. She shaped what is real inside North Korea. She shaped what appears real outside it. And in a country where the gap between those two things is wider than almost anywhere else on Earth, that is a form of power that is very difficult to measure. The clues were there from the beginning. The secrecy, the access, the trust, the family name. She was never just a sister. She was the architect. Most people assume Kim Yo-jong is powerful simply because she is Kim Jong-un's sister. That is only part of the story. Many relatives of dictators disappear from politics entirely. Some are ignored, some are removed, some become rivals. Kim Yo-jong became powerful because she proved useful. She managed the messages, handled the diplomacy, delivered the threats, protected the image, and earned something that in North Korea may be worth more than any title: trust. The world has spent years watching this story as if Kim Yo-jong were a supporting character. The evidence suggests something else entirely. North Korea has never had a female ruler. Its political culture remains deeply male-dominated. That makes her rise even more unusual. Nobody outside the regime knows what succession discussions are taking place behind closed doors. Kim Jong-un is still in power. His daughter Kim Joo-ae has begun appearing alongside him at military events, but she is still a child. What we do know is this: a girl who once walked through Disneyland Paris under a fake name now helps shape the decisions of a nuclear-armed state. She has spent decades moving from the background into the spotlight, slowly, quietly, consistently. And if power in North Korea changes hands again, the question may no longer be who Kim Yo-jong is. The question is whether she has been preparing for this moment all along.